that which does not return a shadow. The echo is the first thing to disappear. It isn't noticed immediately. A person can walk for a long time without realizing that the sound of their footsteps no longer comes back. It doesn't fade. It simply has no continuation, as if the space itself no longer considers a response necessary. The plateau was flat, rocky, and dead. No trees, no grass, only cracked ground and dark depressions, like old wounds that never healed. No tourist routes led here, no roads. The place didn't even have a name. On maps, it appeared as a blank segment, as if someone had deliberately erased it. Andrei had been walking there for 2 days. He couldn't remember why he had come. He was certain there had been a reason, a purpose, but every time he tried to shape it into words, it slipped away, as if intention itself was not allowed to exist in this place. The air was heavy and dry, but not hot. The sun hung low and unnaturally still. The shadow of his body lay straight on the ground, but it seemed flat, incorrect. When he stopped, it didn't always stop with him. Sometimes it lagged behind, just slightly. The first night, he didn't sleep. Not because of fear, but because sleep never came. When he closed his eyes, he felt pressure, strange and unbearable, as if something forbade him from losing consciousness. No voices, no visions, just waiting. Endless waiting, like a sentence passed without a trial. At dawn, he noticed the cracks in the ground. They were narrow but deep, not random. They stretched parallel to one another, like marks left by enormous claws. Some of them were moving, very slowly, almost imperceptibly, but they were moving. Andrei didn't touch them. He kept walking. With every hour, the space became more uniform. There were no landmarks. The horizon did not change. He walked forward, but the sensation of movement disappeared. His body grew tired. The distance did not. After some time, he heard a sound, not sharp, not loud, like distant stone grinding against stone, as if something massive was slowly shifting beneath the surface. The sound didn't approach, it didn't retreat, it simply existed, always at the same distance. Eventually, Andrei understood. It wasn't a sound, it was a condition. The plateau wasn't empty, it was occupied, but not by life, by something else. Something that had no need to move quickly. Something for which human presence was not an event, but an irritation. On the 3rd day, he realized he could no longer see his breath. The cold was there. His body was shaking. But no vapor appeared. The air did not react to him. Neither did the ground. Neither did the light. He began speaking aloud, just to confirm that he still existed. His voice sounded wrong, flat, as if the words had no depth. They didn't sink into the space. They vanished before reaching even his own ears. And then he understood. The plateau does not reflect, not sound, not warmth, not memory. Nothing returned from this place. When he fell, suddenly, without reason, the ground did not strike him. It absorbed the motion, not softened it, canceled it. He lay pressed down but not crushed. Sensation began to disappear from the bottom of his body upward. First his legs, then his abdomen, then his chest. Breathing became unnecessary. His heart slowed but did not stop. It simply lost meaning. Andrei tried to scream, but realized his mouth would not open. Not because it couldn't, but because there was no reason for it to. The last thing he felt was the disappearance of his shadow. It did not merge with him. It did not remain behind. It ceased to exist before he did. The plateau received nothing. It did not feed. It did not change. Years later, satellites would register a faint anomaly in this location, an area where light behaved differently, where objects appeared slightly incomplete. But no one would vanish there. Because to vanish in that place means that you were never there at all.